if I remember from last week, I've just discovered who I was, and all is groovy. And I've been round and spoken to everyone.
Let's turn the tables. With haste.
Oh, Scratch and Mr. Fluffy running around chasing each other. They're so cute! Right, okay. Will and Roselle in Magic Armor. So I've been through the I need to go and see Roselle. Why is she all the way down here on a nod? Right. Leave camp. Right. Ah, there we go.
For a while, after the shadow curse was lifted, I felt hope in a way that I hadn't felt in years. I thought that nature would heal and balance between it and civilization could be restored once and for all. Yet since we neared the city, I've seen more and more signs that I was being naive. Refugees, orphans, the downtrodden, all being left behind. Perhaps the Shadow Druids were right in their own twisted way. If such sorrows are the fruits of civilization, perhaps there can be no true balance between it and nature. Look around us. You will not have to search for long to see exactly what I mean. That poor girl, Yenna. This city will devour her as sure as any wild predator would do. Be it through malice or just neglect. Her fate will be sealed by this place. Society should be judged based on how they treat their most vulnerable. Baldur's Gate may deserve harsh judgment from what I've seen so far. I wish I knew. Truly. A problem for another day, perhaps. I just hope there is another day. At least we took Yenna in off the streets. But there are many more out there.
Ah, I know where I am. On that path going back to the... I need to go back to that Temple of Ulmater. Random bag of goodies.
There must be something.
That might be worth a look.
What's that? Oh, I like that. And a scroll. Goody. Actually, let's make sure.
Quite ready for you.
Yeah.
On my way.
Let's move. Have to keep going. I'll give it a shot.
Let's go and talk to Madam.
Very well.
How goes the search? That's it! Proof that Valeria missed something. They'll have to listen to you now. If you can convince them of Brilgor's innocence, then perhaps Ilmater could shed one less tear this day.
Right, okay.
I'll give them a piece of my mind.
Right, okay. Ungroup that.
You won't help us, at least.
We have the Duke's
I'm gonna jump up in the room. Gale. This bit, quickly. Yeah, I'm taking Gale off for a quiet spell on the roof.
We love Father Morgan as you did. We would never hurt him.
Guild
He had
robbers are
nothing to
usually
do with his death.
They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
Yeah, well, this time they weren't feeling polite.
That collar looks familiar. Does this cap belong to Gale?
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Please, in the name of the crying one, have mercy.
Why are you not jumping? There we are.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Survive the beating. And that may be the end of it. Make things worse.
You want to let those thugs get away with
path lies before me.
Mr. Dakarios, heavens! Fancy seeing you here.
Tara! That can't be you, can it?
I suppose you won't be terribly shocked to find your old friend Tara amongst the pigeons. They've always been a personal favourite.
My, is that a ring? For us? Ugh, you shouldn't have. Enjoy yourself now, Tara. Looks like you've got yourself set up quite nicely here. She isn't my Trezim. She's my friend. And from the looks of things, it appears she's eating pigeons. Oh, right. Did you hear that, Tara? Stop it?
Well, these must be important birds indeed, Mr. Dakarios. Forgive me for feasting on their bodies and bones so very voraciously.
Oh, she's agreed. Just about.
Bundle of letters. Right, transport books. Go into latest. Read. Oh dear. You know that chest I opened right back in Act 2? This was it. Read. Okay.
Please, in the name of the crying one, have mercy.
Those folks works for the guild. They can get away with whatever they like.
Lost in thought.
At least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days.
Eye colour, hairstyle, accent, anything.
They were big. They were angry.
Looking ahead.
I don't care how big they were.
I'm ready.
Piece of my mind.
We loved Father Logan as you did. We would never hurt him. He had nothing to do with his death. We swear it.
Bastards.
On I go.
Still means dead. Crane of passion. Please, in the name of the crying one, have mercy.
Situation stinks. Guild robbers are usually
Best get going.
They take your gold, but they leave
Seems simple enough.
Yeah, I need to go over here.
Stelmane is dead. This does not bode well.
The Duke.
Right.
Ravengard, I think. I heard he's a good man.
Ah, a new face. Something to send? Don't be... Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they? You read it. Technically, that's interfering with someone else's property. I should report you to the nearest manip. Tell you what, give it here and we'll say no more about it. I'll give you a nice little bonus as well, a finder's fee. What do you say?
Give me everything there's entering, get paid you, or this letter is the least of your worries. Oh, come on. Oh, thank goodness for that. Just did it.
Fine. Just give me the letter. Forget you saw anything. This never happened.
Oh, that's alright. That got me 657 gold. Little bit of minor extortion. Let's go up to the back up to the circus.
What do you remember? Eye color, hairstyle, accent, anything.
If it helps me feed a friend.
The absolute army of person in both
I don't care how big they were.
What's the harm in one night?
Let the kid come. He wants to teach them refugees a lesson, right? Man in a costume. He's not real.
How many red caps are in? What's up for discussion?
Stinks of cheese.
I love this bit. This bit's right.
Between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
A circus! Can we go?
Love Karlach. Bless her.
Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Ah! Blood! Tasty blood! So delicious!
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you.
I'm not a threat to anyone, Will. It's a circus, I swear it. Plead innocent. He's the worst security
Damned
guard.
if I'm not a sucker for big eyes and a heartfelt plea. Very well. Welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
When's it gonna stop? Precisely how many red caps? I want to see Dribbles the Clown.
not believe this.
Stands the test of time.
This is responses to this are funny.
This city of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here. Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Oh, my love. How could I say no?
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. Glorious. Your bond is sweeter than nature's dew. I see you, know you. But do you know one another? Astarion, a tumultuous past, hides behind a mirthful grin. The heart is fraught, so let us begin with the joyous. When is he happiest?
Guilty as charged. Sometimes literally.
Your bond beats in pleasure. It is an honor to behold. Many things delight the heart, but only one makes it sing. Tell me, what does he desire more than anything?
Oh, yes. Yes, please.
Our touch has been that of sunlight. But now we must ask the deep, the difficult. Fear sits in the soul of all. To tame it, we must name it. Astarion, what is his deepest fear?
Really? I mean, yes, but really? You just tell whatever stranger just walked up and asked?
That which needs to be said is often the most difficult. Take pride. You are one step closer to conquering your fears.
Well, you were right every time. I almost wish you hadn't been, but, you do know me.
I press my finger to your bond and find a shield. Impenetrable. It is beautiful. Your love is one few have. Cherish it. Go in peace, seedlings. And know that you made one whose heart was long quiet beat with love anew. Save yourself from heartbreak, for Zithine will know.
Precious little Bal, babe. I'm all pointy ears, my love. There is nothing I'd like more. You are perfect. Every time.
Save yourself from heartbreak.
I actually managed to lose an approval point. Oh my god, I've lost 4 so far. How have I lost approval points?
What to do?
Oh,
Conquer all, or conquer
On
you.
my way.
Crimson? Please! Oh, please!
Maybe later, Peanut. He doesn't look too good.
Another. Good. My time comes. I will show you. All of you. Look. See. The crowd. They laugh. They shine with innocence. But it is a lie. Every one of you is vicious. Cruel. You kill my mate. Steal my cubs.
Poor creature, locked in a cage, denied her true nature. Civilization would call her a monstrosity, yet it treats her like this.
I roar, break my cage, and then you die. You all die!
Examine the cage.
While the cage is sturdy, the lock is old. It could be jammed shut, so not even a key could open it.
No! Coward!
He looks scary.
I don't know what that is, Peanut, but it's not pretty. Maybe we should go.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Hunger. My stomach screams. Press your flesh through bars. And add blood. Reach.
Crimson! Please! Oh, please!
Gale.
Maybe later, Peanut. He doesn't look too good.
I think he looks fine.
Quiet, never quiet.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Oh, good puns. Because clowns aren't enough of a horror already.
Did you hear about the scarecrow who lost a fight? Oh, you hear that, buddy? We've got ourselves a Debbie Downer. Boo! Thank you to the loud mouth for volunteering for my next trick. Now, where, oh, where are you?
A bloodthirsty rush of fury engulfs you. You want to butcher the crowd, women and children alike, and soak in their innards. It is glorious.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
You think I haven't mounted a stage before? Though be warned, clown. If you mean to throw knives, I will throw them back.
Oh, my heart! The enthusiasm is too much! Now, up, double sharp, or poor Buddy will think you don't like him. Right there! Oh, perfect!
Oh, you understand the nature of a secret organization, yes?
Now, you're very special. As special as can be. Does anyone know why?
Why?
You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute. So eager to bleed. Praise the Absolute.
The blade will not bend. 2 steps at a time.
Shall we cut and run? Leave no trace.
Victory awaits. Red in tooth and claw.
That's the punchline!
I always knew I'd die at a circus.
We shall carry the day.
Let's finish this.
On the victor's path. Let's do it.
This will do nicely.
Time to strike.
Another shifter. Shame. I thought we were killing a real clown.
Alexa, dismiss. Oh, my phone battery is down to 21%. Plug this in.
Let's have a look.
Read that.
Dribbles. Why do you have to go missing now of all times?
Don't know if face paints.
Coming to this plane was a mistake.
Look where's TBP.
My skellies will take
You freed me from hunger's lust. Forgive me. I was close to killing you, killing everyone. I am ashamed. The circus is my family. They rescued me when I was but a youngling. They did not starve me. The other did. He wore the face of Dribbles, or the scent of a stranger. He taunted me, waving bloodied rags under my nose. My mind was worn from the hunger. Thank you for calming me before I hurt my family.
I should speak up.
My kills, my prey. You took them. Run! I'll find you. Eat you, cowards!
Yeah, she's not quite as happy.
Coming to this plane was a mistake.
Very well.
My skellies will take forever. Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. It's a pleasure, darling. I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful Dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude. When you run a plane-hopping circus of ragtags and ruffians, few things faze you. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus, but I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every color and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say? Even better! Corpses are wonderful employees. They aren't picky about things like working from home or eating. Huh. I can respect that. And you're in luck, because I am old, darling. Ancient. I have seen stars explode and civilizations fall. Along the way, I happened across items of such power that would make you weep with awe. Find my Dribbles. You won't be disappointed.
Well.
That's the spirit, darling.
Well,
and remember,
pieces.
I look after those who make me happy.
Basically.
Good luck.
Body
Thanks
parts.
ever so much.
All over the city. And you've got to find them. We've already found one in the cave. I know there's another one up here.
Seti. Papa sells good things.
I love Papa. I wish Papa was a proper NPC. Papa's brilliant.
Junks and magics for sale. Mostly bloodstained free. Oi! Give that. Oh, a fancy drow person. That's my super special hand, and I needs it back. Now. I found it by the clown man's tent. Fought a rat for it and everything's. It's a one-of-a-kind hand with artisanal bite marks. It's worth lots. All right. Mama Lucretia says we family. Suppose that means Dribbles was too. Yeah. But don't tell nobodies I gave it to you for free. Got to protect my reputation as a tough business lord.
Love Popper. Popper's
Get your
brilliant.
shinies and Tritos!
At what you do, I promise.
You'll like this bit too.
Come, mortals, and try your luck. Dribbles is dead. Joyous news. He was most irritating. Behold! Akabi's Wheel of Wonders is better than any clown. Spin! To win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable. Akabi has traveled across the plains, burning and conquering all. Win the spoils of such conquest. Or, if luck smiles upon you, win the grand prize, the jackpot. No more questions. Spin or don't. Let us see if you have luck's favor. Alas, no jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this. You are welcome, putrid one. Return again to try anew.
This treasure is a pile of junk.
Prizes found only in the most exotic. You failed to win the grand prize, but fear not, grotesque one. Try again. Be victorious. Your tiny mind has failed to see its true potential. Akabi pities you. Will the Wheel of Wonders dub you worthy? Come, see.
Well, he threw a rock at me and said, "Ah!" But I got his meaning.
Sorry, you have redcaps working in your circus?
I heard what you did about Dribbles. He was a good egg. Thank you for making sure no one else got hurt.
Why were these particular redcaps?
So much of the dead audience members.
Unfortunate incident involving a child's fingers.
Attacked a child. We should have killed him for the job, guys. Should last us the journey.
My dad said I'm not allowed. They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
The Duke. Ravengard, I think. I heard he's a good man.
Let us talk to him. Please, if you could just...
Front page material.
We have the Duke.
Ah, are you trying to get into the city? Got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today? I'm Lens, roving reporter for the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. My editor sent me to cover the drama out here at the gate. He wants some fluff piece about the heroic Steel Watch keeping the mob at bay, whether or not that's the truth or not. We are, and I am. It's my editor who seems to have forgotten. Mr. Needle's gone pally with that Lord Gortash. Suddenly can't sing his praises highly enough. Seems like everything we write needs Gortash's approval. Can't recognise my own work by the time they're done editing. Doesn't it just... Of course, we're off the record and this conversation never happened. Now, if you don't mind, I've got some edits to make. That'll make a great headline.
That might be worth a look.
Into their fields again. Another defeat will wipe us out.
Rechtei Hathran Rust. Frey Valdisk Durovna. Frey Vald Iskablast.
You've clearly walked into some kind of ceremony, but it's nothing that you recognize. You do recognize the language, however. These people are Gur, a tribe of monster hunters, just like the one you met in the Hag Swamp.
Im Orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra. So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you. The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future. When we sent Gandrel after you, we wanted to interrogate you, to discover how to save our children and then destroy you. But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
Free. Not while his master still lives. But he has, perhaps, earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr'Zar's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead.
If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
I suppose. Yes. Yes. Revenge, I can do.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done. Do not stand here and wait. Cazador must be destroyed.
These spirits have seen everything.
Cazador's nest of serpents must be exterminated.
Oh, there's a thing I want to do over here. There's a thing in the thing.
Something
That might be worth
over
a look.
there.
With pleasure.
Intestines throb, blood whispers.
Better not be cursed.
Oh, bloody hell. Why does it lift me out with the cellar? I didn't even come out the cellar.
Need to find a way forward.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate. Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed. It is weak, vulnerable. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on. Kill it. Absorb its power. Just like you did before.
What? No! I've had so little time!
Oh dear.
What's it gonna take?
Let's have some carnage.
Interesting. The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
Okay, that was grim. At least there's no luck.
Cursed to put my hands on everything. Best be on my way.
This was a wonderful idea.
way into the footprint.
Suspiciously small footprints.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
Ah, there you are. Good. We need to strategize. Wulbrin is planning something. Lots of moving parts. I'm still trying to suss the details myself. Some. But what he has planned is unthinkable. Maybe you can help him see sense. Someone has to.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you, I hope. As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. A tyrant's nothing without lackeys. And the Gondians are the perfect lackeys. Dangerously intelligent, pathetically submissive. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Neither was Moonrise. And look how that turned out. You have a knack for passing among these bastards as if you were one of them. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A rune powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved.
Wulbren, please. This is too far. Everyone in the foundry would be killed.
Quiet, Barcus. The adults are talking.
Oh no, what do I do? I'm gonna go with 5.
Ha! I knew you were the practical sort. That's why we get along. The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day
I
and
hate
night.
this bloke.
Getting inside
I
won't be
really
easy,
hate
but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of watchers in no time.
A rune powder bomb? Huh. What the devil has he become? The Wulbren I know. The one who skipped rocks with me in the Underdark. He's still in there. I know it. But his hate for the Gondians has blinded him. He believes they work for the Absolute willingly. But it's not true. I'm sure of it. Something is wrong. Very wrong. Please, speak to them before you do anything. They deserve a chance to plead their case before being blown to pieces, don't you think?
Alright, I'll talk to them.
That's all I ask. Questions first, violence later. And only if absolutely necessary.
Right, I've got the rune powder bomb, which will come in useful.
This is a reminder.
Alexa, dismiss. Too long.
Gonna help us clear those watchers from the streets? Good. The watchers are only a weapon. If you want peace, you don't just break the sword, you kill the one who wields it.
Here is your reminder from Anna. Henry Benton.
I need a quick word.
Now you've spoken to the big man? Good to see you. Never thought I'd meet you again, let alone fight on the same side. Glad we both made it out of Grimforge alive, and that I didn't have to use that rune powder to make a point. Funny. You're gonna need that sense of humor here. I overheard you're gonna be helping us fight the good fight. Knew I would have regretted blowing you up. Better get on with it then. Wulbren wouldn't have put his trust in you for nothing.
But none of the others know about that. Because they would not have approved. Right. Save go all the way back round. Oh, quickly.
Wits and blades always sharp.
Keep a blade close.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
Oh, come on. No, not up
Don't waste a
there.
step.
Why are you going up there?
What's in here?
What's in the chest? Start. This means what?
It's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his
The hero at heart. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood.
Walk in death.
Right, I need to go in here first.
Look, you know, I'm starting to remember that Worm's Crossing has a bit of a reputation,
Hear me
doesn't
out.
it? Tad
Caress
mercenary,
is caress.
tad sordid.
Also has rooms.
Anything and anyone for a price.
staying in a
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren. And they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it. You're damn right. I can't believe they wouldn't let us in.
The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
I found so many victims for Cazador here. They're the kind of people I need.
Take Candlekeep.
How
Maybe
about
even
Flophouse?
Oh, I'm sure he has plans. But I wouldn't dare guess at them.
We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that crazy just about wetting your whistle.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me, And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him. Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Meow.
Astarion! It cannot be.
That's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
I want to know why their eyes are glowing and his aren't.
Of course that's why he came crawling back. He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us. So he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
Talk or ban?
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass beneath his palace. There's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
I'm going to stop Cazador.
What the hell's happened to you, Astarion? What are you?
I'm more than what I was. And I'm not afraid of anything anymore. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I'm the only person who can stop him. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves. Trust me, I'd rather slaughter someone else's family, but if that's what it takes. And it's not like their sweet innocence. They brought Cazador just as many victims as I did. You're not getting sentimental, are you? I thought you were with me on this. Then you'll help me in this. Nothing would make me happier. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
Why does Worms Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double bed.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great. We can Dancing, dinner, drinks, or sleeping in the gutter.
Exactly. Pleasure. Doesn't make any sense.
What's hiding here?
I won't let anything happen.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door.
You've been
Interesting.
pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind.
Are those organs in these vials? Yuck.
Right, see where it says killed on this list? That's where we'll find Dribble's bits.
These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
Blood, near the bed.
Why does Worms Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double bed.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of space.
Great. We can bunk with 10 other people, and probably none of them is that sticky finger.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor.
No, I didn't. Karlach spotted that.
You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Yeah. How did you die?
Murdered by my son.
Charming. She mustn't have nursed him enough as a child. Or too much.
Don't blame his mum.
Dalor. Theon Goldgrind. Found his secret. My sweet boy. Why? Dwarf like me dresses in red.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Okay. Right.
I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you. I don't mind it. Honestly.
We're getting a real brothel, pleasure house, den of
If you
Give
talk
me
to her in the corner, you
Jerez's
can get
caress
potion ingredient.
also has roots.
We are not staying.
So, good. So, give me 3 days and...
Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. Dolor. Weird fella. He'd come and go, quiet as a bug's breath. Never here when his mum needed him. Always here when she didn't. Oh? Oh dear. A dwarf, you say? Fion. One of Mamselle's girls from Sharessa's Caress. Been gone for a 10-day. Smiled as wide as the wide, but twice as sunny. You don't suppose the murderer? Oh, goodness no. It's too horrible to imagine. Horrible hells. I better lay low. Lower than low. Under low.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real
to deliver messages.
den of decadent.
How was I to know what went on behind its closed doors?
Eating, sleeping, and sex acts of all manner, of course.
I love how he lays out as just like sleeping.
What's plain to you wasn't so plain to Minnie.
Minnie Lazel wasn't so sheltered. On Crush Kalir, very little is hidden behind doors.
to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with her whip where you're on all fours and...
Pleasant folks.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff, such a prude.
Forget your worries. Indulge yourself.
Don't fret. You don't have to think about a thing.
I want to, but I just have such a headache.
I wish I could kiss you better. I mean, to try.
That party is very elf heavy. You got me,
You have the key
Astarion, Hera, Halcyon, and Shadowheart.
I put it on especially for you. So distracted recently.
Don't take it
Such fog coursing
I
through my
want to
brain.
give it a good rumple.
You need only think of me.
Another drow for my feasting eyes. In darkness bred, yet no less delicious for it. Elegant, decadent, and oh so dangerous. I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
Yeah, Soleil is all about
Am I?
pretty teeth.
Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure. You crave
Well, we've got a
penance.
tiefling.
It's
a
Fion you
half-devil,
seek,
and a
our
human.
stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other
I'm
ways
just
to fill your void. A drink
disappointed
for
we
one,
can't have
a
the
pair of
backseat.
drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. They'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fion slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting?
I put it on especially for you.
Was that human
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple.
I hate the new boys. Such a type for so many.
Don't fret. You don't have to think about a thing.
My. I can tell you are a special one from a single glance. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
An intriguing pair. Takes me back to my youth.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfaces crave the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work.
Celadrine eyes, because they're supposed to be twins. No wonder. Look at us.
Life is prosperous. I'm much happier kissing the many lips of the surface than tending a field or manning a shop. Silly. We are the gift. One free ride with me or my brother.
Or perhaps you have greater ambitions yet. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
Menzoberranzan love magic. A formidable practice. Usually only reserved for pleasing the most insatiable matriarchs in the City of Spiders.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. Well, there are two of us, aren't there? Use your imagination.
Sorry, Pat. I'm not quite comfortable with doing this again yet. Ugh, don't be so nice to me. It makes me want to be nice back.
There are scant few customers today.
Lovely.
This might end up being the first day in years I end with my hand alone.
We'll come back to that.
That blacksmith was paying me to use the clamping device.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know.
Misadventurer.
Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by.
Who are you exactly?
Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Karilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
This
I
might
don't
end
like
up being the
her.
first day in years I end with my hand alone for
She's
company.
as smug as Raphael.
You keep scaring your regulars off, Swan.
That blacksmith was paying you to use the clamping device.
Don't fret. You don't have to think about a thing.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? Really? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Look at him. You need only think of me.
The cucumbers.
I can't hear you.
Don't be such a prude.
They won't care about stupid lists.
Everyone is Shurese's caress is a
Nice. Go over here.
Shurese's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state. Doesn't make any sense.
You like this guy.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city.
I love the music.
At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir.
Handing that crown to this devil will be like feeding gunpowder to a lava worm. Agree to nothing.
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He's not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play.
It really must annoy you that some mortals managed to steal the crown when you couldn't.
Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there?
I wouldn't
You trust him more than you trust the Emperor.
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
Did he just kick us all out? I think he did. Oh well.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic hammer and use it to smash the true heir's bonds.
Would you?
Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free.
Just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, dream.
We
must claim the crown of Karsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
Useful as the hammer would have been, I'm relieved we're not in the devil's debt. Once his kind has you under their thumb, they won't ever let you go. I was so hoping you'd say that. Until later, then.
There is no deal with the devil that I would willingly partake in. Declining Raphael showed great wisdom.
God, how is he that huge? He's an elf. I think he's actually taller than Karlach.
Raphael must be raging we didn't take his deal. Luckily, his desperation made him careless. Did you hear what he said? The hammer's in his house of hope. If we wanted, we could steal it right out from under his nose. Granted, it wouldn't be easy. Devils guard their treasure by especially lethal means.
No, we need to be a couple of levels higher than we actually are to do that. It is a hard fight.
We would need to find a diabolist. One worth their salt should be able to get us into that devil's lair. One last trip to Avernus. At least it'd be for a good reason, right?
Right.
You will when you've met the Drow.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts.
Oh, God. Do you ever...
Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him? I am glad you had the sense to turn him down, but it certainly does matter. Anything that threatens our alliance threatens our chances of defeating the Elder Brain. So I ask you again, what were the terms of the deal he offered you? An horrendous deal. Imagine a crown of sufficient power to dominate an Elder Brain atop a devil's head. You would be trading one apocalyptic event for another. Thank you for telling me. And for rejecting him. And now, we must be doubly on our guard. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side.
Yeah,
Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it. No matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delight. And pray none of them have so loud. In the gutter, and that
Make you feel better. Listen to need something like this.
whatever for.
I want to give it a good rumple.
friend to the Comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the Devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
I'll find another way.
I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son.
Githkar Tavkim crashed. You put your trust in me, Voss. I plan to honor it.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
No. Hang on a minute. The kids are trying to get in. Hold on. Yeah. Why did you I didn't hear it go.
You see that? Or is that
I didn't hear it go. It didn't ring. Yeah, it did ring in here. Did you see it? I didn't make it. I couldn't get Subway on because. Have you locked the door?
We were listening to the new Eminem drop in the car.
Right, I'm streaming, so you need to.
I'm just telling you, Eminem dropped a new song 6 days ago. Take a listen. It's called Houdini.
Right, okay.
Pretty good.
You don't have to think about it.
Oscar, why is your stuff all over the porch? You need to go and pick that up. And you too, Henry.
They're just salty. There's a difference.
Hey! You paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it.
I put it on especially for you.
Come here. I'm not going to start an argument. I just want to know why you turned the boss down. Cheeky. We might be in a brothel, but I'm not that kind of gal. You should reconsider, though. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly. Mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die.
Go to bed.
Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
I don't like her.
Such fog coursing through my brain.
Look at me. You need only think of me.
Thing with her whip where you're on all fours and... Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone in Shrest is correct.
The Absolute's armies lay siege. They won't care about stupid list.
We'll go up these stairs.
How long do the effects last?
It depends on
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like.
The Harper Safe House Jahira mentioned.
I'd love to see one of them in a fight.
Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
I wouldn't mind a dancing act of my own.
Some movement charm wouldn't be too hard to apply to such an object. I could conjure one up for you if...
Where's Jahira? Why is she all the way back there? Jesus wept.
Just a little further.
How the hell did she get separated? Goodness sake. Oh.
As if any of us would be so fortunate. Imagine seeing your watch your for the first time.
Why is this not
No
working?
rest. Be you wicked or wise.
Send her back to camp. Right, let's sort this mess out. I need her with me.
We're shopping for a suit.
You madman!
Why is
Dinner
she?
with my parents, remember?
How else was I supposed to see the...
Moving.
South span of Rome's crossing.
Dear me.
Right. Let's try and go back down the road now. I've got Jahira with me.
Staying.
I don't know why she did that. That was weird.
The Absolute's armies lay siege. They won't care about stupid list.
Wherever we want,
Thanks.
we can get in word of course. Set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands.
No, he merely offered patronage.
told me the armor was a bomb.
Gondians built the steel arch.
But good armor is hard to find.
Yes, but they were Gortash. which makes him the inventor. How about
You are
we
not
settle
wearing
on the Gondians and...
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear? Us. I still love the sound of that. How could I say no? Delicious.
Darnish.
Let's see.
Welcome to Danthilon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment. How may I be of service? Harpers. I'm afraid I serve a grubbier class of clientele than that. More chancers than champions, if you take my meaning. Present company excluded, I'm sure. No, I don't know any, Jahira, was it? Clothgrass. I know the taste all too well. You too, I'd wager. Fine, yes. You have the right place. But where's the leaf flicker herself? She wouldn't have revealed this place otherwise, which makes you one of the rare breed she does trust. Here's the key. The others are below, and bearing bad news by the looks of it. Always.
Camp rations are bloody expensive.
Short father, bless you. Right, Sommy. You're on the door till our friends are done. God's forbid we do any business today.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Where's she gone now? Oh, for goodness sake, why is she all the way over there?
Physical, it's a state of mind.
Somewhere warm and
Doesn't make any sense. Oh, safe.
You will when you've met the Drow.
Why is she all the way over there?
Father, give me strength.
If it'll make you feel better, then follow me. 15 roses.
She suddenly stopped following the grave.
What
What does it feel like?
You told me the armor was a bomb.
The good armor is hard to find. I can't believe you tried to climb up one, you madman.
You are not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
Oh, for goodness sake. Have you forgotten how to use a flaming ladder?
Seems like a lot.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Let's go to Calm's guards. She has the most fabulous scent.
Speak. You're sure? Later, then. I tell you not to get in trouble, but I suspect it will find you whether you like it or not.
Right. Let's go back. Quickly.
Have I been this way before?
Where is she? Where the bloody hell is Jahira? What the... Where the hell has she gone? Seriously, Jahira's just freaking vanished. I think I'm gonna force a long rest.
Queen Vlaakith. Scraw!
You are Karlach, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Karlach, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Right, that's
Can this be
worrying.
true?
Where the hell has Jahira
Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me, Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing!
Well, she's clearly in camp because she was able to prove that.
I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
And she's back at her tent.
Something's on my mind.
We just played host to an undying queen. Oh, and that's without our fine silverware. Lae'zel has courage, turning her back on a lifetime's belief. As for us, best we stay out of interplanar politics, I think. Orpheus is on his own. But should Great Vlaakith come to settle a score with Lae'zel, well, I might be convinced to kill her.
Undying or not, she was very loud.
As you wish.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. Bit sweaty, but up for whatever's next. Ugh. Thanks, soldier. Can't wait to be home. Anything that comes after that is extra.
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress. It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight.
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea. Never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm moored to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. We take the Orphic hammer from Raphael's lair. Orpheus Tafki Nazin.
Right. Hopefully that will fix it. Oh, who wants to talk to me?
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash, fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. You are correct. I should be. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Indeed. Duke Stelmane, or as I knew her, Melin, when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Berlin was different from my relationship with you. I see that you are unable to let that go. But do not forget that I trusted you with my life, as you trusted me with yours. Manipulation or not, we need each other.
Yeah.
My relationship with Berlin was similar in this regard, though less dramatic. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Berlin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. Astute as ever. You think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. Berlin thought the same at first. You are wrong. Feeling is vital to the pursuit of anyone's goals. Even the mind flayers. Like you, mind flayers know fear. Like you, we crave recognition. But unlike you, unlike the others of my kind, I am no slave to either. My end is and always has been freedom. Berlin understood this. Berlin became my freedom. I am glad you were able to learn something. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus.
I don't trust him. I just want to see if there's something in here. Quickly.
A long way to go still. Have to keep pushing.
And with any luck, that should fix whatever bump is going on with Jahira. Yeah, she's back at her pen.
A little soothing's in order.
I've got a long road ahead.
Yeah, I've turned myself into a walking juice box. Sorry. Basically, yeah. I've basically turned myself into a juice box.
high. Fight. Boots worn through.
Come on. Something really buggy going on.
Indolence breeds madness.
Right, with any
I have
luck.
such a headache.
We're shopping for a suit.
Do what must be done.
She is really not going down there, is she? I'm gonna have to do this without her.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
If you're being determined to be a pain in the arse to hear her,
Moving ahead.
then stay at camp.
You are not Jahira.
You are very observant.
I was hoping to greet the High Harper beneath Salona's tears.
You have the lad a little nervous. You're the one toppled Ketherick out in the Shadowlands, no?
Strike, strike, strike! Before the doppelgangers do!
Shall we dance? Quickly.
witching hour. Step by step.
I really don't get what's gone wrong with that
Swift and
character.
lethal.
She just suddenly
Make
stopped
way.
following the group. And it happened before, a while back, with Helson's character. He just suddenly stopped following the group.
Making my move.
Has there been a patch? Oh, damn it.
With haste!
No, I won't.
Where do I go from here? Can't slow down.
Have to keep going.
Time for a cup.
Victory is assured. Swiftly now.
Oh, come on, Gale.
Victory awaits.
Does the hand not assist the lips the tongue?
Come on, it's only a doppelganger. Kill it.
More of Oren's doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Baal's side, I wonder?
I am ready, whatever may come.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Where's Geraldus?
Very well. Thank you! A harbor code. Meant to be used for doppelgangers, imposters, things like them. You're the one High Harper Jaheira sent. Right. Equal to the High Harper. You can give her my report, then. The others... they're all dead. Or scattered. Jahira sent word of the victory over Ketheric. Set us hunting after the cultists in the city, but they were the ones hunting us. Things were quiet. Until we started to ask about the Rashomar. The High Harper didn't tell you. Perhaps it's not my place. Just tell her this. I can't continue the hunt. Whatever the cult has done with the Rashomar, they do not want him found.
So much for the cavalry riding to our rescue. This is what we get for putting our faith in a network of spies, I suppose.
Guidance. No, I've got 2 clerics. No, I don't. I'll stick that one in. Poison spray is useless. Shocking. Ray of Frost. What have you got? Money. That one. Settle. Be careful. No, subtle spell. Yeah, I suppose. But that's not how that works. It means you can, I mean, subtle spell normally means you can cast spells with a vocal component silently. Shocking grasp or bone chill? Bone chill. cone of cold. Bolts. And shutter. What's that? Intimidating presence. Mage hand. I think I'll go with fly actually. No, hypnotic pattern. She can have guidance as well.
Can't slow down.
Let's go to Calmsgard. He has the most fabulous necklace.
Speak. Lauren knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach. Separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves. A shame of mine. Redoubled because I did not tell you everything sooner. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashiman?
Oh my god! Minsk!
Bless her, she's sang
Your
girly.
ruined brain lurches, and bilious intestines squirm. A hero, an enemy most foul.
I sense you mean no insult, calling scarce a century ago the old days, which is considerably more insulting. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. There always is. But that is still the fundamental fact of it. Before we ever heard of this absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be minced either. Because I was playing the pragmatist, and writing my friend off for dead, then I met you. If I seem suddenly flush with hope and soft feeling, you have only yourself to blame. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
Right, I'm sending her back to camp. Because she's not following me, and I'm not traipsing backwards and forwards across the damn boulder's gate. She can stay in camp. I have a druid on my side already. I'm sending her back to camp.
Yes? You're sure?
Yes.
Later, then. I tell you not to get in trouble, but I suspect it will find you whether you like it or not.
And let's face it, she's not wrong.
What, by the Morden Summon's curlies, went on down there? Of course they bloody did. Oh, clear out then. I'm guessing I have some tidying to do before the steel watch squeals by. I've had enough dealings with Harpers to know I don't want the answers. Go on now.
I fought proudly alongside Harper's once. But it seems we cannot place our trust in them now.
That means
Not while
I'm
Orin
only
has
gonna
their
have
ranks infiltrated.
one druid with me when I do the steel watch, and that is going to make it so much harder. Damn it. Right.
Let them see you taking charge.
Actually, Gortash invented
I'm
the
now ready for this bit.
No, he merely offered patronage.
You're going to like this bit.
Yes, but they were Gortash's idea, which makes him the inventor.
How about we settle on the Gondians and Gortash invented them?
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
Not close to Duke Ulder Ravengard's own son, surely.
You having a laugh, devil boy? I know Ravengard, and last I knew, his spawn wasn't sporting those horns. The joke's on you. No entry. That's the end of it.
Three.
Valyria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
Did you get to look at their gyrometics? Or their targeting modules?
Why tell a lie with a truthful back?
That watcher sent him flying.
Did you see how far that watcher threw me?
No, she's not working at all. She's not moving with it. And I'm not chasing backwards and forwards.
A Kithrak's red dragon would have this.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
Greetings, old friend. Orin told me you were on your way here, but I scarcely believed it. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate. Welcome home. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Invitation from Gortash. We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards.
Make your way to the audience chamber.
Hells. Not this again.
The brain is resisting its orders. Without all three stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
Blade wards. Right. Feet. ASI. One in dexterity. And I think Karlach is wisdom, but no, it is intelligence.
Citizen, you are being accompanied by a malfunctioning Steel Watcher. Please stand back.
I think you have the wrong hunk of metal.
False. Report your purpose, Steel Watcher. Why are you following these citizens unbidden? Ah. I understand your malfunction. Your unit is a highly outdated model. The Ragnak's casement protecting your metallurgized iced valves is burning well outside the recommended temperature. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for dismantling.
Yeah. Hey, Metal Man. If I report to this foundry, can my engine be fixed?
Your make is very obsolete. Repairing your engine would be not only impractical, but impossible. Report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know. Not sure. Maybe whatever keeps them going is similar to my tin can. Turns out I'm the fucking prototype for these things. I'll dismantle every single one of them.
Any threat to the Steelwatch is a threat to Lord Gortash himself. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Anything spicy you can tell me about the old prick?
You will speak of our creator, Lord Enver Gortash, with respect. He is the savior of our city, currently being inducted as the Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will keep your distance, Steel Watcher. You are malfunctioning. Report to the Steel Watch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Let's make tracks before this thing gives me the lash of Bane. See you around, soldier.
Yeah. That's what I did to poor Karlach.
Lady Alia says the Absolute army won't be causing trouble for Gortash. Or for us.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Mizora, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most unbecoming. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
Oh, I hate Miserable. I really don't like her.
Here goes nothing.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, friends, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlach. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
Oh no, no, come on. Thank you.
So we bide our time. But make no mistake, that monkey is mine.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay their respects.
My respects? You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
My favorite assassin. I'm so glad you've returned to my side.
Hang on, what? You know each other?
We have important matters to address. My reunion with Karlach can wait. Oh, I'd forgotten. Your memories are quite lost, aren't they? Orin told me she'd made a fool of you. To think you and Karlach traveled together all this time and she hadn't the faintest you were one of my nearest and dearest. Let me clear up some mysteries then. It's about time, I think. You and I initiated this plot. We discussed in depth the failures of our predecessors and how to avoid them. We understood that if we were to unite, no one could stand in the way of the Dead Three. So, unite we did. First, we obtained the crown. Then we enslaved the brain. From there, it was but a small step to the most successful religious hoax ever perpetrated. In Baal's name, you set your bloody daggers to cause panic in the streets, killing in the Absolute's name. You would have carried out that part of the plan had Orin not ruined your hard work. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorm. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god.
It was all going so well, until you vanished. Orin informed us that henceforth she would speak for the Temple of Baal, and act on their behalf.
But she made a mess of things. Unlike you, she cannot control herself.
Hang on. What the fuck is going on here?
Have you gone soft? I find that hard to believe. One's true nature always rises to the top. When Ketheric fell, I feared the worst. That our plans would fail like so many before, because of discord among ourselves. Now you've returned. We can achieve all of our dreams still. You brought Thorm's Netherstone. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, a bleak prospect. But it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I renew our old partnership. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain. It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. The Crown's magic turned the brain into something the world has never seen. A nether brain. Its power is immense. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. Ousting Orin and helping you reclaim your birthright would be my greatest honor. With Ketheric gone, Orin proves treacherous. She wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters. But she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. So I turn to you, the former ruler of the cult of Baal. Let's make our pact anew. A divine oath, sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute.
The urge, the deplorably brutal urge sickens within you. When you level the world over, that dead world must be yours alone. But first you will rule. Then you will ruin.
What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
We would not meddle in each other's affairs. This was our agreement. She came to us as Baal's chosen. We are but servants to our lords. Your presence here means your lord sees a purpose for you yet. I tolerated Orin, but I liked you. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger in our camp? A little redundant of me to say, but that could be anyone.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. Some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. You carry the stone plucked from Merkel's chosen. Besides, why call you enemy when I could repair an old friendship? Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. The Baal Temple, your old haunt, now reeks of her ichors. Do you even remember how to find it? A shame. It's a secret even to me. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him?
He seemed like an absolute fraud and a very nice coat.
Fucker always had expensive taste. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is? I guess I didn't notice till it was too late either. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
She's not going to be happy.
There we have it. You were working with Gortash. You were a chosen of Baal. I guess you still are. I want to say it doesn't make sense, but it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? I should have seen it earlier. All the signs were there. I don't want to talk now. Give me time. A lot of it.
Tadpoles? The Absolute? It was because of you? I think you've said and done more than enough.
I don't think Gale's
Leave me
happy
be.
with me.
Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
Shadowheart doesn't seem to care.
Unthinkable. To see my own father named Gortash, the sole ruler of Baldur's Gate. Please, we need to speak with him. Maybe he can see reason. Hells, you are Baal spawn. It explains so much. Listen to me. I knew another like you, Gorion's ward, one of Baldur's Gate's great heroes. Baal's blood ran through their veins too. They burned away their own darkness with their own inner light. They chose courage. They chose honor. And so can you.
So, it was you who got us into this mess. All along, we were traveling with the creator of the Absolute. I won't lie. I am a little impressed. If it wasn't for you, I'd still be stuck in Cazador's kennels. So, thank you for being that evil bastard.
Love that.
Baalspawn. I'm not surprised. You've become death incarnate. Mighty, yes. And altogether unpredictable and intractable. One day, perhaps soon, Baal will demand your fealty. You'll either muster the strength to defy him, or you will succumb.
For so long, we have fought the Absolute, only to now learn that you were once one of its masterminds. There is nothing we can take for granted.
Yeah, I don't think any of the group are particularly happy with me right now. Oops. And I think that's actually... I want to talk to Raven Guard while I'm up here. And then Karlach can talk to Gortash.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Have you come to behold the new dawn? Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of Avernus. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
Punished? Then Floric has been captured. Or perhaps is no more.
Within Ravenguard's memories, you find Councillor Floric. She is confined in a cell right here in Worm's Rock.
The sun rises, true soul. Are you ready? Why do you say this? Only the shadows would name the sun a tyrant. Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. And it will be Gortash who ignites the final spark.
What's cooking? Here?
Dearest Karlach, I'd busy myself finding Orin if I were you. I'll still be here for any unfinished business once you've secured your camp.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me?
Were you hoping for something else? A word of wisdom? A hug?
Thanks to you, I don't hope for things anymore. I just take whatever it is I want. See you soon, motherfucker.
You most certainly will.
Can't give up now. Just what I need.
Your parasite binds your mind to Will's. Your memories of talking with Ravengard become his.
You spoke with my father. Incredible. To hear his voice speak those words, like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
They should all be running.
Here we go.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Mazora's always worth hearing out. That's what makes her so dangerous. We'll have answers soon enough. Mazora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Right, leave. I want to do this next bit. This bit's fun.
Brickwork and stonework. This place runs with nature. But the Oak Father will reclaim this all, eventually.
Not too soon, I hope. I've a craving for a soft bed, a hot bath, and a large glass of Arabellan Dry. None of which I've ever found hidden under a log.
You may thrive, but what of other life? A city is no place for wild creatures.
Cities teem with life. Rats, pigeons, flies. They count no less, for all their more pestilent qualities.
Are they going to arrest us? What if they throw us in jail?
Go to sleep.
I don't need any attention right now. Let's see what you're hiding. Surely no one will notice. Dream in red.
Where did it go? Down there. Well,
Sharp as ever. One move ahead.
You were witnessed assaulting someone. You're headed for the cells. Time to strike.
There's blood in the air.
What fools these mortals be.
who counterspelled me? Yeah.
shield your servant.
Can't even catch my breath.
My faith will protect me.
That's right. Insect plague and hunger healer. That guy.
The pride of the gate.
Yes?
All right. What now?
Oh dear, I made a bit of a mess in there.
Time to press ahead. Seems simple enough.
Oh, where's the key? He's got it, hasn't he?
Use.
Oh dear. No, I'm not going to feel bad for him. He was willing to blow up children.
You might as well lock the cell. You're too late. It's over.
By Avernus. Floric.
You're talking
You don't get it. We lost. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to Alder Ravengard's husk, empty as a stare. Your father's a tadpole's puppet, Will. Nothing more. He's spoken accusations. Apostasy, conspiracy, sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns. You might have unlocked my cell, but there's no escape from this place.
The hell's with that? Nothing is over. Not while I still draw breath.
I'll give you credit. I'm drowning in tears, and you hold out a fist. Alder would have done the same. When the people need a miracle, you cannot wait for the gods to answer.
Father's words.
Indeed. To think I'd almost forgotten. No more sulking. I know what to do. And I can only do it with the help of the blade. Lead me from my cell. Escort me out of Worm's Rock. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades. Well done. Lead the way.
Right. Oh, but it's not
Already feeling better.
Mizora schemes with Will's very freedom. He deserves to know what she is up to.
I don't relish the idea of Mizora visiting our camp, let alone offering us anything resembling a deal. When the devils start approaching you, you know you're in deep.
Mizora. I'd take anything she says with a grain of salt. But with her claws as deep in our business as they are, I guess we can't ignore her completely.
A devil will come for her due. Mizora is no different. Whatever it is she comes to offer, whatever choice Will makes, someone will suffer. Count on it.
Whatever business Will has with Mizora, it will cost him dearly. Or worse still, it will cost us. I hope we can afford it.
Will ought to know what happened with Mizora. Whatever she has in store for him can't be good.
right. Okay. Who's got invisibility?
Are they going to arrest us?
One more time.
If they throw us in
Pretend
jail?
I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the house.
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
Yes, we
Can't
broke down the
really
door
glaze that pig
because
fear.
it
He wasn't even
sounded
hurt.
like somebody was in trouble.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us.
The city fell under Gortash's charms without him casting nary a spell.
Well, most people are idiots, Will. You can lure them into a dragon's maw if you promise a bag of sweets.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out.
It's the least we could do. Your faith in this city should inspire us all.
I will travel to the upper city. Find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
Right. Right. Done that bit.
Oakfather preserve you.
Right.
Attention!
Yeah. She's still pretty pleased with me.
Defender of the people.
Oak Father, watch over your servant.
58, not bad.
I wonder what the next move is.
73.
You have my attention.
Oh, he's up there.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Some not bad approval ratings there. Okay. And I actually think that's a pretty good place to stop, because then I know exactly where I am. So I'm actually going to save this. And end this stream and then pick it up next week. Right, okie dokie. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you